Hello my friends, hello and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I decided I would take you along as I get my things packed for my trip to Portland, Oregon to go visit my son. I actually will just do a little bit of packing today and then finish it up tomorrow because I just wanted to get as much done today as I could because I do have a full schedule tomorrow and then I actually don't leave until Friday. So I leave 2 days from now. But typically when I pack for a trip, I pack the day before. But I thought I'm gonna get started, get a jump start on it. Also, a little update. So if you've been around, you might know that I did a little rearranging in my home. I also did this thing, what used to be my office, now my dining room. I did a silencing in that room where I removed a lot of the stuff from that room. And I removed a gallery wall of art and I put up just one singular piece of art. And I've decided that I really like that much better. So I'm leaving that. And I know my son and I have very similar style tastes. He loves like the vintage art look and he's been collecting some vintage art pieces. So I sent him a photo of that gallery wall and he wants most of it. So I have this whole stack of artwork. I don't think I'm gonna be able to bring all of it to him. I'll probably mail, there's like one piece that's very large. I'll probably mail that at a later time. But I think the smaller pieces I'm gonna try to take with me. And that is why I got the big suitcase out. I initially got the medium-sized one and I was like, you know, I probably need the large one. So this time around, I'm gonna check my bags because I'm gonna need to bring long clothes. I also need to bring my ski gear because we are gonna go skiing one day. So yeah, I've gotta get all of this packed up and ready to go. So I thought I would take you along as I got this done.
Friends, I did forget to mention that today's video is a Thoughtful Thursday video, so please stay tuned. I will be sharing my thoughts in the voiceover in just a bit. And if you happen to be new around here or don't know what Thoughtful Thursday means, I've been doing this series on my channel for, gosh, I think it's been 4 years now. But every Thursday, in addition to sharing some sort of motivation with you, like cleaning, decluttering, organizing, or in this case, packing for a trip, I like to share my thoughts on some sort of topic that I've been pondering and thinking about and wanted to share my thoughts with you. And I always like getting feedback and hearing your thoughts on my thoughts. So definitely let me know that down in the comments after you listen to the thoughts I have to share today. Okay, friends, for today's Thoughtful Thursday video, I wanted to talk about the importance of prioritizing fitness in life. If you've been around my channel for any length of time, you probably already know that I place a high value on health and fitness. When I was younger, admittedly, I wanted to be fit so that I looked good, but as I have aged, my reason for valuing health and fitness has shifted to feeling good and not just looking good. For me, the looking good is just a nice side benefit, but as I age, I really appreciate feeling good and being able to do the things I love. This week, as I record this voiceover, actually, I am in Portland, Oregon, visiting my son. And the other day, we spent the day out at Mount Hood skiing. And I really appreciated being able to keep up with my son, who is in his mid-20s. Well, I mean, I know he probably did slow down for me a little bit, but let's not talk about that. But this is why fitness is so important. I want to be strong and independent as long as I can. I want to be able to keep up with and enjoy my grandchildren. I mean, if I have them one day anyway. I want to be able to lift my bags of groceries without struggle, or lift heavy suitcases and run through the airport if needed. I truly don't take these things for granted, and I make a point to think about the hard work I put in and day out to maintain my strength and stamina in those situations. I do want to encourage you, if you are not in that place yet of exercise being a regular part of your routine for whatever reason, that you can start small. I know I frequently talk about the importance of baby steps really in anything that you want to add to your routine, but it is so true that you are more likely to be successful and it's more likely to be sustainable if you start small. I know time constraints can be a big reason why people don't prioritize health and fitness. I have been there before in life where I had a lot of responsibilities both inside and outside of my home. If you start small, it is more manageable. Even just walking around the block a few times a week can make a difference in both your physical and mental health. And when it comes to having enough time to devote to health and fitness, I would challenge you to really evaluate how you are spending your time, because often it is not about a lack of time, it's about what you are prioritizing in life. Please stay tuned. I do have a bit more to share on this topic of prioritizing health and fitness, but I will share the rest of my thoughts in just a bit here.
Okay, friends, it is the next day, and let's just address the elephant in the room, or in the closet, if you will, because I'm in my closet because I've got to pick out some clothes for this trip. I just got my hair done, and it's a bit blonde. It is a bit blonde, so it's fine. I'm sure I'll get used to it, but it was a bit more blonde than I expected, but I do think I'll get used to it. I think this usually happens to me. I highlight my hair once a year, and I feel like this always happens to me. I'm like, what have I done? So, you can give me your opinion if you want. I don't really care because there's nothing I can do about it now. I mean, I guess technically I could potentially do something about it, but anyway, let's move on from there because I have to pick out clothes. I'm not a big fan of doing this right now, but it's got to get done because my flight is tomorrow. So I do have an idea in my head of some of the items that I wanted to take. So it's just a matter of pulling things out. And a lot of times what I do when I go on trips is I just pull a bunch of things out and then assess what works together, what needs to be filled in, taken away, etc. So I am going to do that now. And then I did throw a bunch of clothes that I had washed over in my suitcase that needs to be folded and put away neatly, but let's grab some clothes.
There is a doctor who I follow on Instagram, and if you are on Instagram, he is worth looking up. He has such great and inspiring quotes on his page. His name is James D. Nicolantonio, I believe. I'm probably slaughtering his name, but I can link his Instagram in my description box. And the other day he posted a quote that said, "Even if you're tired, go for a walk. Even if you're unmotivated, work out. Even if you're busy, eat healthy. Even if you're in a bad mood, be positive. Don't do what you feel like doing. Do what is necessary to be healthy. Small changes in your mindset have big impacts." This quote really resonated with me. We can choose to do the uncomfortable. We can choose to be positive. Choose the uncomfortable or the hard thing in the short run in order to make things easier in the long run. I do also want to acknowledge those of you who have physical limitations. I know this is so real as I have several friends with chronic health conditions. So I know it is very important for you to consult your doctor and pay close attention to your body's cues as you implement new routines. Believe me, I understand this more than you know. There was a time prior to changing my diet to a gluten-free diet that I got really sick. I was underweight. I could not gain weight. I felt tired all of the time, and my workout routine was certainly not as rigorous then as it is now. Getting healthy and or working within your limitations is the priority in those situations. I do want to apologize, especially to my regular watchers. If you are growing weary of hearing me talk about the importance of health and fitness, I know I do talk about it pretty frequently. It is something that I'm obviously very passionate about. Being physically fit has physical health benefits, but studies have shown how it has mental health benefits as well. Prioritizing physical health has truly helped me personally with my anxiety and has helped me to stay more emotionally stable. And I think this is part of the reason why I'm so passionate about it. But I do hope this chat was encouraging for you today. And like I mentioned, as always, I like hearing your thoughts on my thoughts. So please let me know down in the comments what you think about today's chat.
Okay, my friends, it is travel day. I am totally ready to go. It always feels so good to not feel rushed around. It helps that my flight doesn't leave until 8 p.m., but I got my bag all packed, and I am checking bags this time because since I'm bringing my son the artwork and my ski clothes, I figured it was better to just have the bigger bag. But y'all, I weighed it and it is 44 pounds. Now, granted, I weighed it by weighing myself and then weighing myself with the bag and subtracting my weight. So I don't know how accurate that is, but hopefully she passes. I don't have to take anything out of it. On the way home, I won't have to worry at all because all of that artwork will be out of there. Also, update on my hair. I was able to style it today, and so I'm feeling a lot better about my hair today. So anyway, I actually don't need to leave my house for another hour, so I will probably start editing this video, as a matter of fact. But I am so excited.